So guys, in the part one, we've learned what is a constitution, and we've kind of, you know, like integrated the constitutive rules with the football rules. And you've also read about our Indian Constituent Assembly, when was it drafted, and everything. And you've also got to know the exact and the apt definition of constitution, and also the first purpose, that why do we need a constitution. Now let's focus on the case study of Nepal, and also the second purpose of the constitution. So basically, guys, the country of Nepal, what happened is that in 1990, Nepal was a monarchy country. Okay, Nepal was a monarchy country. So this reflected that, only it reflected that the fact that the final authority rested with the king. Okay, so a people's movement in Nepal fought for several decades to establish democracy, and in 2006 they finally succeeded in putting an end to the powers of the king. The people had to write a new constitution to establish Nepal as a democracy. Constitution is because it did not reflect, it tells the reason they wanted a new constitution. They didn't want the previous constitution. Is that the previous constitution, what it did not reflect the ideals of the people of the country. Okay, like what, the way they wanted the Nepal to be, people were not able to see that Nepal. Okay, and they fought for that Nepal. Got my point. And again, what happened in 2008? Nepal abolished monarchy, and it became democratic. Okay, so the thing is that this is why, what happened in 2015, they adopted a new constitution for the country in 2015 again. What am I repeating it? So yeah, and here we have a bit of detailed info. So in 1990, we know that it was a monarchy government in Nepal. So there was a people's struggle which started against this monarchy kind of government, which lasted for 12 years. In October 2002, King Gyanendra, he's the king of the Nepal monarch, citing the Maoist uprising in the countryside as his reason, he began taking over different aspects of the government with the army's assistance. Okay, the king then finally took over the head of the government in February 2005. And in November 2005, the Maoists joined other political parties to sign a 12-point agreement. This agreement signaled to the larger public an imminent return to democracy and peace. So, guys, what happened is that, in 2005 November, Maoists joined other political parties to sign a 12, point agreement, through which, after this, agreement, it signaled, means the people of Nepal changed their mind, again to democracy and peace. So what happened? In 2006, the People's Movement of Democracy became, it was gaining immense power. It was becoming more, it was going into the international level. It repeatedly refused the small concessions that, the king made, and finally in the April 2006, the king restored the third parliament and asked the political parties to form a government. Okay, so the people were not accepting the particular policies or concessions what the king was imposing. So they wanted a simple, they don't want to live under such a monarchy government. Okay, so this king in April 2008, sorry, 2006, he asked other political parties to be united and form a political party and start a democracy government in Nepal. So at last in 2008, Nepal became a democracy after abolishing monarchy. So this is a case study, guys. So now, like, we have to understand, what kind of, we have to understand the important purpose. Why this case study is included? We have to understand that. The reason is this second important purpose of a constitution is to define the nature of country's political system. It defines whether it's a monarchy or it's a democratic form of government. It defines, okay? So yeah, now let's get back to our next page. Oh, yeah. So in a democracy, we choose our leaders so that they can exercise power responsibly on our behalf. It means simple, guys. Now I wanted to do something in the society. I wanted to suggest something, but I can't always go and like do that particular work, like because I too have my other occupation. I might be a doctor. I'm busy a lot. I can't always be a leader. Okay, can't contest. So in place of us, we keep few leaders. We choose few leaders who plays our role. Okay, who plays our role of exercising the power. Understood? And there are possibilities that these leaders may misuse the authority given to them. Okay, we don't know what happens. Here we have a story too. Actually, what happened is that there was a leader called Suresh. The teacher believes him. Teacher, assigned him as a class monitor, and she asked him to like have him, she asked him to monitor the class simple, and he was a bully guy. He used to bully people. So what happened is that once what he told, he like pointed out on Anil that he didn't point out on Anil. Like when ma'am came into the class, he told that Anil was talking sharply. Okay, so like Anil was talking sharply, sorry, loudly, and disturbing the class. So what happened? He was wantedly trying to put down someone with the authority given to him by his teacher. Okay, so he was spreading something bad about one person. He was misusing his authority, and teacher was blindly believing him, Suresh, because teacher herself assigned him as a class monitor. So obviously she believes him. But what happened is that next Anil tells that, ma'am, I didn't do anything. I actually am not the culprit. But so what can he do? Because this ma'am tells that you've disobeyed the rules. Okay, what you have to do is go and write something 100 times. Say sorry 100 times to him. Something, you give punishments. But few times in your school it happens because of the misuse of authority of your political leaders, of your particular class monitor, it might be in schools. So, in democratic societies, the constitution often lays down the rules that guard the misuse of authority by our political leaders. Means, simple guys, if anyone is misusing his authority, we have one thing called fundamental rights, which guards us, which helps us, which bees with us till we're in this world. And especially in a country like India, we have a very good fundamental rights which save us from ourselves, and you're going to learn in the coming parts. So yeah, the right to equality is one of the fundamental right guaranteed by Indian constitution. It particularly means no one should be discriminated on the you know basis or the grounds of creed, caste, gender, religion, region, race, and the place of birth. Okay, means region again. Yeah. So guys, so this is the part 2, and now in the next video we'll learn the third main purpose, along with third main purpose, and also how does a constitution safeguards if one group is dominating the other group. We'll learn it, nothing to rush. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you guys. Signing off, Agastya. Bye.